the shelter. That was my first time going in a while. It's been hard with like my work schedule and just balancing everything else. But I went today, and typically what we do is like it's a group of us and we take pictures and videos of the dogs. But they're gonna do that tomorrow, which I work, so I just went with my sister to pet the dogs and, you know, interact with them. And I've been wanting to film at the shelter or about the shelter because of, I don't know, I guess I just want to spread the word of adopting more, because unfortunately a lot of people that have an influence or a platform, basically YouTubers is what I'm talking about, because yeah, there's celebrities, but you know, most people that I know and myself and, you know, all that stuff are watching YouTube rather than like looking up to celebrities and things like that. So those YouTubers and the people who have a large following are buying dogs that are bred, which, you know, a lot of these people I respect fitness wise, because a lot of them are in the fitness industry, and you guys probably know who I'm talking about. And the thing is that they get dogs that are like trending. For example, the Frenchie is trending at the moment, and that's just what it is. So, you know, what's frustrating about it is that these people who have millions of followers, hundreds of thousands of followers, whatever the case may be, whether it's Instagram or YouTube, other people see it. Thousands of people see these dogs and encourage other people to go and buy these dogs. And, you know, I'm not a huge Frenchie fan. That's not my, you know, type of dog. These are. But I don't like that that's what they're putting out there. And, you know, obviously they can do what they want, but it's upsetting when you know what goes on in the, you know, shelter and things like that, because my sister is really involved at the shelter. She goes to volunteer probably like 3 to 4 times a week, and I used to go about, you know, 3 or 4 times a month. But there's some incredible dogs there, and like Haley, this one right here, who she is our foster dog at the moment, and we're considering adopting her, but literally the best dog I have ever known. And she was at the shelter, and she's a pit bull. She has big nipples because she's had multiple litters and things like that. She had some skin issues when she was there, things like that people overlook and, you know, I guess just hate on because it's a pit bull and has skin issues, things like that. But she's one of the best dogs I've ever interacted with. She's the sweetest thing and just wants to give love. And what's so sad is that these types of dogs are being put to sleep on a weekly basis at the shelter that I volunteer at. And, you know, not obviously the shelter I volunteer at is not the only one doing that. So it's all over the country that animals are being killed more often because of irresponsible owners and people, you know, breed and amateur breeding, things like that. And when you purchase a dog, you are, one, supporting something, especially if you're getting it from a pet store, you're probably supporting something that you have no idea about. For example, the puppy mills, that these dogs are held in terrible conditions. But you're also supporting, you know, these designer breeds that a lot of them have health issues, and you're probably paying $1,500. Some people pay a lot more for these Frenchies and these, you know, whatever else. I don't know what people buy these days, but besides the Frenchie. But Haley, for example, if you were to go to the shelter I volunteer at right now, you can get a dog for, I think it's $90. And that's like they get fixed, they get their vaccines, and they get a microchip. All for $90. And they are some of the best dogs, and you can see from some of the clips today that like how sweet they are and just loving, and they're stuck in these cages, yet people go spend $1,200 and you can literally save 15 dogs with that amount of money, like probably more. And it's just sad because, you know, it's not the dog's fault, it's not the designer dog's fault, but, you know, these dogs are dying, and that's the reality of it. And it's not like they need to die. They're not sick. They're just being killed because there's no space. And it's sad to think about because it's hard to volunteer too, because you get really involved and you get attached to some of the dogs. And even if you just were with them for one time, and you know, there have been dogs that I've taken out and, you know, that day they were killed. So it's like I was with them on their last day, and it's just sad that that's the reality. And I think about, like, you know, both of my other dogs are also rescues. They didn't come from the shelter, but they came from bad situations, and we were fostering them, and then we eventually adopted them. I think of Haley because she's, like I said, one of the best dogs, and dogs like this are being killed at the shelter. So it's just sad, and I hope that I can at least make, you know, change one person's mind about either pit bulls or about adopting versus purchasing. And I just hope that people continue to spread the word of that. And, you know, there are some people, some influencers who do adopt and things like that, but unfortunately, I think a lot of people don't realize what an impact that has. So, yeah, I just, like, think of if you have a mutt or something like that, dogs like that are being killed for no reason at 2 years old, whatever the age may be. Younger than that, a little older than that, for no reason they're being killed. And it gets a little overwhelming, and yeah, I wanted to make this video to shed some light on that, and to hopefully encourage somebody to go adopt. And I would love to hear your stories of adopting or rescuing, whatever the case may be. And, you know, I understand some people want certain breeds and things like that, but there's always a rescue for, like, most of the breeds. Like, there's a German Shepherd rescue, Doberman rescue, things like that. And yeah, you can probably find a breed that you want and rescue it. Oh, and another thing is, a lot of people don't like to get adult dogs, which I will never understand, because I would never get a puppy. They're so hard to handle. It's not like a kitten. Kittens are pretty easy. Puppies chew everything. They're going to destroy everything. It takes a lot more time with training. Haley has never had an accident in the house, and she's been here for like 6 months. I don't know how old she is, over 2, maybe over 3. And, you know, she came already, she knew how to sit, she does both paws, and she's well behaved, she's house trained. Typically the animals at the shelter have basic manners, and most of them are crate trained and house trained. So that's the other thing, is like, you can teach an old dog new tricks, so don't let that stop you. And I think people like to raise their dogs, but you just remember that you are going to be raising them for a significant portion of their life, and you're also saving a life. So that's my 2 cents on that, and I just wanted to share a little bit of, you know, volunteering and what you can do. But if you have any questions about adopting or fostering or things like that, let me know, and hopefully this, you know, changes somebody's mind about adopting and all that. So on that note, I'm going to make them some homemade treats. Right, Haley? Like, look at this potato. Just look at this. Haley! Haley! Oh, I love you. Oh, speaking of, come here. Let's get in the video. Come on. No. Okay, bye. I'm gonna make some puppy treats. I found this recipe from Bake Eat Midnight, I think. All it has is pumpkin, whole grain, whole wheat flour, whole oats, and water. All the other ones had peanut butter, which I don't have enough of, so we're not going to do that. 350. And let's do this. What is this? Oh, it's a fire hydrant. I found a dog biscuit. It's a little messed up, but we'll make it work. What else do I have? I don't even know where these came from. There's a squirrel. I don't like that. It's too big. I think we're just gonna stick with the dog biscuits. Alright, anyways. Let's watch Bambi. Sit. High five. Good job. Okay, there you go. Haley, sit. Sit. High five. At the bar. Good girl. Alright, Nadia's trick is catching, so she probably can't catch this. Nadia, sit. Can you catch it? Oh, sorry. Sit. Nadia. Sit. Nadia. Nadia! She's scared. Here! Good job, Bambi. You eating it? You love it? Yay! They love it. They love it. So there you go. Only a few ingredients and your dogs will love it. And it's healthy and organic and yay. I'll probably store these in the fridge. So that is all for today. So go out and volunteer, go out and adopt a dog. And if you do adopt, be patient, give the dog time, be friendly, be gentle, and yeah, that's all I've got for you today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.